Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts again, and today we are going to do, as promised, one of my perfume bottles, and I'm super excited about this one. These are little wooden perfume bottles that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I spray painted them white. Of course, I taped over the silver part to keep it silver, and spray painted the rest. You can see a little remnants of where it says Love Potion here. That's going to be covered up though, so I'm not worried about that. We're going to use some of my decals and possibly maybe one or two of my other little images that I've got here, and we're going to make this bottle absolutely gorgeous. So I am going to read a quote if I can here. My quote went off the page, so let's see. Let's find it. While I'm looking for this, I'm going to ask you guys to please give my video a thumbs up. It helps my channel tremendously when you guys do that. It tells YouTube that you enjoy watching my videos and that you want to see more of my content. So if they don't see that you're doing that, then they won't put my videos in front of as many people. So I'm counting on you guys to keep me going, keep me growing, and let's do this thing. I've got so many great videos coming up for you. So let's do this. Let's get this channel growing and get it so that I can just start doing this full time and make this my job. And I'd like to say welcome to any of my new viewers that are here. Thank you for stopping by to watch. I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel as well. I think you're gonna like this video. So first things first, I'm going to read a couple of quotes that I picked up this morning. The first one is, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end," by Seneca. "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." C.S. Lewis. And that is so true, you guys. And here's another one. "Tomorrow is the first blank page of a 365-page book. Write a good one." That's by Brad Paisley, one of my favorite country artists. So, yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. I liked all of those. It came from Pinterest. That's where I get all of my quotes from, all of my best quotes anyway. And so get on Pinterest and read some of the beautiful quotes that you can find. It brings me inspiration, and I hope it brings you inspiration as well. I just love them. One of the other things I'm going to be doing, you guys, is this great little box. Isn't this wonderful? I bought some lotion yesterday, and it was on sale, and it came in this little box. And the lotion is beautiful. It smells amazing. And I have this great box that I get to alter now. So I already spray painted it white, so the next step is to alter it. But I wanted to do the perfume bottle first, and so that is what we're going to do today. I'm going to use this image here, this decal. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut that decal out. I'm actually possibly going to use this little one too. I don't know yet. If I don't need it, I won't use it. I don't want to waste these because these decals are amazing. I get them on Amazon, and I will place a link to these decals in my description menu. So if you guys want to purchase some, they were, I believe, $9.99 for three pages this size of different, all different decals. And I'm using them in my little cups that I'm making, my coffee mugs, and these, and a couple of other things. I'm probably going to use one or two on this. I have some other decals coming as well that are supposed to arrive today. So we'll see how pretty those are. I think they're going to be gorgeous too. So this is going to go right smack dab in the middle of the bottle. So first things first, we're just going to go for it, you guys. We're going to put this down first. Being very careful not to touch the image part of this with our fingers because it will stick to your fingers and the decal will stick. Trust me, they stick really, really, really well. So we want to make sure this is in the center. Once you lay any portion of it down, you have to commit, you guys, because if you don't and you try to pull it up, you're going to pull up the image and it's going to ruin it. And you'll have to lay it down in that spot anyway. So just, you know, take it as it is. Get it as straight as you possibly can from the get-go, and you'll be fine. So you're just going to grab a corner of it. I try to keep a corner that doesn't get stuck down. And peel it back, holding it down like this. And everything will stick beautifully. And look at how easy that is, you guys. Voila. Is that gorgeous or what? I just think these decals are amazing. I'm so thrilled with them. I was thinking I might put one, you know, kind of coming off to the side, but I don't know that I'm going to really even need it. And like I said, I'm not going to use it if I don't need it. I also have a little bumblebee here that I thought I might, you know, put in here somewhere. And a little butterfly. The butterfly, I'm pretty sure, is going to go on here somewhere. So, yeah. And the bumblebee is just so cute. How could you not love that? And this is trash, so we'll get rid of that. And we've made a little bit of space for ourselves. Okay, so I want to try and use some of my beautiful applique that my friend Robin sent me. I love, love, love this applique so much, and Robin has sent me a few of them. This is the last one I have, and I want to put a piece of it on here somewhere. I'm thinking like that piece. Not going to use it all up because I try to use this very sparingly so that I have more left to use on something else. And we're going to go ahead and cut around this mesh here, get it in as closely as we can, and then we can use our torch to sort of get the last little bits of mesh out that we don't want to see. Because if there's anything I hate, it's to see a whole bunch of mesh still sticking out of a applique once it's been placed on a piece. And we're just going to go in here again, getting as close as we can, but not too close because you don't want to cut into those beads because they will all start falling off. So don't do that. At least the ones that are closest to where you've cut. So just be careful, but get as close as you can. I've gotten pretty good at this, but my hands are a bit shaky these days, so sometimes they're shakier than others. Today I'm kind of doing okay, but some days they're so shaky I wouldn't even try this. I would just say forget it, let me do something else. Because I don't like ruining my pieces. And this leaf is just kind of sticking out there in the middle of nowhere. So that will probably go like right there. I like the way it kind of comes around the corner there. Just like that. I want to kind of place things before I decide where I want to put these little bits. I want to place things on the bottle. I've got this piece, which is something I definitely want to put up towards the top of the bottle. Look at how beautiful that is. And then this one I kind of want to put at the bottom. Now I was afraid that it might be too much or too big. It does go up into the flowers, but it does still look very pretty on there. So it would either be that, or maybe I just forego this one for this time and keep it where I'm not just using things just to use them. We don't want to do that. And maybe put just like some of these hearts down at the bottom. I think this heart lace is so beautiful. My friend Sherry sent it to me, and I just love it. I think I can cut these little dots off, or I can leave it sort of up right there, and I can put rhinestones there. I think that would be really pretty. And I still have my rhinestones out that Kim sent me that I can use to place in those. I think that would be very pretty. They're the same ones that I used on this. See those rhinestones? They're so pretty. And there's some in here too, so that would be nice. I'll put that aside. We're not going to use it. We're gonna be careful. And this is an earring that from some that Robin sent me that is so gorgeous, and she is absolutely going to hang from somewhere on this, because look at the colors in that. It couldn't be more perfect. So that's going to go on there somewhere. I have one of my handmade flowers that I think I want to put up at the top like that, and that's kind of where the leaf will be coming from. I don't want to cover up all of this, so I want to place it just right so that everything is showing. And so that's super pretty, right? And I'd kind of love to surround it with something, but I just don't know what. I think I have some pearl. Where did I put it though is the question. I've also got these dangles. These, you know, one of these would be pretty in here as well. But for this one, I really think I want to use that butterfly. I'm going to put this decal back in its package real quick. I'm trying to put things back, you guys, where they belong, so that I'm not losing things all the time. I still don't have my craft room cleanup done, so I'm still kind of trying to work on that little by little, but I'm not doing so good. Hang on a second. I think I know where that pearl trim is. Okay, so I decided, I did not find that pearl trim, but as I was going along, I had another thought. I've got my my 6mm rhinestone trim, and I think I am going to go around just the bottom section here with this. Maybe put a little row around the top of this here too. So first things first, if we're going to do that, I need to do that first. So I'm going to take my Fix-All adhesive, super glue, and we are, I was thinking this was that B7000 stuff. It's not. It's Fix-All. And we're going to go around the outside here and put a decent amount down, but not so much that it's all going to ooze out everywhere. But we do want those rhinestones to stick. And then at the end, I may even add some resin just to ensure that they stick and don't go anywhere. Because resin is my friend. Let's face it, you guys. I use it for a lot of things, and sometimes what I use it for is just to make sure that things hold down in a way that they're not going to come off. And so I try to think of what it is I'm putting on, and rhinestones are one of those things. So we've got that around the whole outside. And I'm going to turn this over because I put it towards the front of the side. I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to sort of unravel it. My friend Kim sent me some more of these rhinestones. And let me tell you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Kim. You did it again. I'm so, so, so blessed, you guys, by so many people who have just done so much for me and the channel. And, you know, I think it's for you guys too, because you guys get to enjoy the benefits of all of the beautiful things I get to use in these projects. I will put a link to these rhinestones for you. They come from Amazon. I will get that link up in the description menu for you so that if you want to buy some, you can. And you'll know exactly what you're looking for. And you will love them. These, I never thought I would want rhinestones this big. But oh my word, you guys, I've started using these in so many projects, and I absolutely love the look that I get from them. And let me get my nippers. I gotta nip this right. Let's see. Uh-oh, my finger's stuck. This is already getting pretty sticky. I'm gonna nip it right there. I got a little bit of that stuck to my thumb, and those things are sticking to my thumb. Okay, and I'm making sure that the rhinestones are pointing down, and we want them as straight down as we can possibly make them land. And I should have put this on top of a piece of silicone because that adhesive will not stick to the silicone. So I have to make sure that I pick this up from my table fairly quickly, but not too quickly because I don't want them to fall off. And I'm going to set them, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll take off my plastic tray out of my UV lamp, and we'll set that down. And I'm going to put a piece off to that side, and I'm going to scoot, 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 and try and quickly lay this down on top of that silicone. There we go. That went rather smoothly. So there we go. It only takes a few minutes, you guys, for this to get a strong enough hold that I can start moving this around and continue working on my project. I'm going to give it a few minutes to stick, and then I'll be right back. Wait till you see what this is going to look like on the other side. Oh my word, it's going to be so pretty. And it just makes the whole project pop. And it's better if you're going to put rhinestones like this down, do it in the beginning. Many times I will do it after I've already put things on the front of my project, and then I'm so mad at myself because it's so much harder to work with and keep everything straight if you've got a bunch of stuff on the front and this is all wonky. It doesn't make it easy. So with this sitting the way it is and it's nice and flat, I'm laying those rhinestones flat down onto that silicone mat. And everything is going to look nice and linear from the side. So that's your goal, is to make everything look nice and straight and linear. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I did add rhinestones around the top of the lid of the perfume bottle. As you can see there, I put them closer together on the cap. I wanted them to be more solid looking, because what we're going to do, and then I added some of my adhesive, and this is Fix-All adhesive super glue. Got this at the Dollar Tree. So it's $1.25 a tube, and so far I'm really pretty much loving it because it works really well. It does have a fairly strong odor to it, a little bit stronger I feel than the E6000 has. So that's the only thing. If you're sensitive to that sort of thing, it may not be what you want to use. And I'm going to try, I think I might end up cutting one of these a little bit shorter, because I think I'm going to kind of go around the corner with the top and bottom piece and then fill in the center with the third piece. I think that's what's going to work best. So I think I'll just go to the center, and I'm going to push them close together, just like I did around the outside. I'm going to cut a little bit off of this one. At least one stone, maybe two, depending on how this sort of works out. Of course, these nippers are not going to cooperate. Okay, we want to push it over, push it over. I feel like the stones should sort of go between the stones on the top row. That's kind of what I'm attempting to do here. And just be careful, just be patient with yourself while you're doing this, so that it turns out the way you want. And with this glue, you do have some play time, so it's pretty nice that way. It's generous because it gives you time to work with it. And I'm just trying to get them as straight as I can. And then one last row. And you know what? This row may need to be smaller as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little more glue right there. Whoopsies, that was a lot more glue. That was not what I wanted to do. And what did I do with my toothpick? Of course, it got eaten by the toothpick fairy. Okay, so yeah, I got a little bit too much there. And see, my outside row is slipping on the cap because I did that a couple minutes after I did the edge of the bottle. The edge of the bottle, we're good. Everything's holding tight and in place. But see, me adding that extra adhesive right here has made this sort of gooey and not happy. I wish I had not done that, but there's nothing I can do about it now. I just have to sort of figure this out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this down here. I'm going to cut a little bit off of this one. Let's see, one, maybe two. I just have to see where that's going to fall. If it just sits there, I'm going to leave it. And then we have these two little spots right here and right here where we want to add a little bit. I'm doing it with a toothpick on this side. And if we put a little bit on the bottom rhinestones, it'll stick to those too, and that way it's got more to adhere to, because I've got these two little rhinestones here that I've cut off. And I'm going to pop one here. Just like that. That looks good. That's making me happy. I think it's going to fill it in just perfectly. And now to try and get this back up here. And pop this rhinestone right in there. This little section here on this side has really been giving me trouble ever since I put it on, if I'm being honest. I don't know why, but it's like the paint, the white paint, is trying to come off with the rhinestones. It's weird. So that tells you this glue is pretty strong, whatever they put in it. Can't turn that rhinestone around. There we go. Stay, 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 please. Stay. So this is where your patience comes in, you guys. You gotta just hang in there. It will all come together in the end. But just hang in there, be patient, work with it. I'm gonna flip it this way a little bit. It's just getting that adhesive to get sticky enough and just cured a little bit so that everything will stay in place, and then it can continue drying. So that's what I'm attempting to do, and I'm attempting to straighten out all my little rhinestones here. I don't want them all over the place and looking not pretty. Got a little string of glue right there, but that I can get off later. I'm not going to even stress over any glue strings or anything like that that I see right now. There we go. Oh. And they keep sticking to my fingernails. Goodness gracious. The fingernails do definitely make it harder to do some of this stuff sometimes. Some days I think maybe I need to stop doing it, but if you could see my nails underneath there, oh my word. They are not pretty. I mean, I've never had really pretty nails, my own nails. They've just never been like some people I know. Their fingers are just pretty and thin and long, and they look so pretty all the time. Even if they don't have long nails, their nails just always look pretty no matter what. Mine are not like that. I've got short, chubby fingers. Okay, so you can see I've got a little glue string there. I do not care, because that will come off that easy. Just like that. Like E6000. With E6000, it's like hot glue. You can roll it off of there. As long as it's a slick surface, you can get it off fairly easily. Don't wait too long and you know, get it completely dried on there, because then it does get a little bit harder to remove, but you can still get it off. So there we go. And the sides look amazing. And you guys don't have to do this. I mean, you might want to just do the lid, you know, and make that top part really sparkly and pretty. So that's what that looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take some more of our adhesive and we're going to put this piece on here, just right there like that. So I'm going to just add a decent amount. Not too much. You don't want a bunch of oozing going on. And then I'll put a dot of hot glue somewhere on here and just set this down. I'll keep it sort of under the radar here, but not right on top of the other adhesive because then it won't stick. Okay, so that looks beautiful. Gonna hold it down for a second, let that hot glue dry. And that way it'll stay down and the rest of that glue can cure. Okay, so even right now it looks absolutely beautiful. Lovely. Okay, now, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get some of this glue off my fingers here. I don't even know if I'm going to make it to the grocery store, you guys. Jeff will be real thrilled about that, and especially my dog, because I need to get her some doggy treats. Okay, so this is the side that I want pointing up. So we're just going to take and cut this edge off. I don't know exactly where it needs to sit yet. I wish that it would just sit so that these two hearts fit just perfectly up to the edge, but there's a little space there that makes it not want to do that. So I may just have to cut it off. I'm going to have to. I don't have a choice. So if I cut that one there, and cut that one there. Same spot. And we'll put that right across like that. And for that, we're just going to use our hot glue. I'm going to drag a line of hot glue right across there. Set this down, and I want these little dots down here to just hit the bottom of the wood, or where the rhinestones are. Either way is fine. I really don't want this underneath here anymore, so we're gonna move this away and set this down so that I can move it around a little bit easier. Okay, so that's down. Now we're gonna put our, well, you know what, we're gonna get our little rhinestones out here. Just trying to flip a couple of them over so that they're the way I need them to be, because I may find then I want to add a couple of these somewhere else too. Okay, so there's that. And I had a little, I'm gonna use my hot glue to create another rhinestone picker. So all I'm doing is I'm putting a little dollop of hot glue around the tip of this in a little ball like that. We're going to let that dry so that I can use it to pick up my rhinestones. And then we're going to take this toothpick and we're just going to get a little bit of that adhesive and put in each one of these little circles here. Because we definitely want rhinestones there. That glue hasn't quite dried yet, but I think it's good enough that we can pick up the rhinestones. And look at that, just with hot glue, you guys. Hot glue and a toothpick. Works like a charm. And there we go. We've got those 3 rhinestones down, and then I think I'm going to add rhinestones to the top of those hearts. So again, I'm going to get a little dollop of our adhesive. You don't want to use hot glue for this, you guys, because the rhinestones will fall out. Hot glue is not really your friend when it comes to setting rhinestones and things into your pieces. So you just want to try and use a better adhesive that is going to hold them down for good. I love these rhinestones so much. Kim sent me some a long time ago, and then I ran out of them, and as soon as I ran out of them, she sent me another package, and oh my gosh, I love them, you guys. I love using them in everything. And I'm also going to put a rhinestone in between each heart there. Right there. And there. And I've got these 2 rhinestones right here, all set and ready to go. And look at how great this picker is working. Even better, honestly, I think, than the wax. Look at that. It looks gorgeous. You can see the sparkle in those, I hope. Let me hold it up for you guys so you can really see it. I'm gonna wipe the glue off of that. And you can see down there you've got those pretty little rhinestones. And they sparkle like diamonds. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to use my adhesive for this, but I want to put my flowers down first. So I'm going to put this edge going towards that because it's got the shorter petals, and so that way it won't cover much of that piece. And I'm just going to put it on the corner like that, and I'm going to have that sort of poking out from here like that. And then I did also take out some of my other porcelain flowers. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not, you guys. I'm debating because I don't want to just cover up that whole piece, and I feel like that might be what's going to happen there if I use these over there. I could put a couple of them over here. But if I ask myself, does that really do anything for how much I love these and I love to use them, I don't want to waste them on anything. So I think I'm going to just leave those out, at least for now. Maybe I could put, you know, a little white flower in there or something, you know, to kind of fill in if I want to. That looks very pretty. Or I could just take, if I wanted to, and just put the flowers down here at the bottom. But I really like them up at the top. I think that's a really nice spot for that flower. And I love that flower so much. That is one of my handmade flowers that I make. So we are going to take this and we're going to add some adhesive to the back on some of these leaves, mostly the big ones. Well, that's all there is. Silly me. There's one little one up there at the top section there. But we're going to pop it over here and get this to pop right under there, and like that. Okay, and I like the way that looks. Now we're going to hot glue this down. Put a nice amount of hot glue if you're going to put some of these big flowers down like this. And pop that in there and press it down really well. Okay. And then I think I want to take one of these white parts out of here that I spray painted. And what do I want to put these on though? I didn't even think about that. Let me go grab some, see if I can find some of my cording. Oh boy, you guys, here I thought I was just recording and talking to you guys, and I'm putting this cording on here. It's not a big deal. I added a piece of cord onto these two charms, and so that I could hang them from somewhere on this. I was thinking maybe off to the side, or do I want to put the butterfly over here? I don't know. Maybe I don't want both of them. Maybe I just want the butterfly on this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to even put these charms on this one. We're going to leave those off. I do have this little heart. I could have that sort of poking out from there. That would be cute. Or maybe let it just poke out under that. Like that. We don't really even need that, I think. I think we're good. This would be pretty. This was something that I really did want to use on this one. It's a cameo, and it's so beautiful. And I think that would be pretty there. I was thinking about this, but I think this is just too big for this at this point. So we're not going to do that. But I think those two items are going to go on here. Part of me just really wants to put a flower on top of these leaves over here, and maybe adding a pink flower would be good to balance everything out. Or it would be pretty to put a pink flower there, or a blue one. That actually looks really, really pretty on there. I also have a couple of my my roses in here. It's a little bit smaller, and that would be pretty in either spot. Oh gosh, you guys, I don't know. I don't know. And then I'm covering up that heart. And it's no longer a heart then. That is a no. We've got this tiny pink one, and then you can still tell that there's a heart there. Or a tiny pink one. Actually, the tiny pink one looks pretty right there on that. I think that's a nice little filler piece on that. I think I might have used it already. No, I did not. I have a blue one as well. I like the pink one better, for sure. I don't want to use those up, though. Those are the only two like that I have. I've got these. This is more of a purplish, though. And I think I have a white one, too. I don't know if I used it or not yet. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here's my white one. That's really pretty. It's white and pink. That looks very pretty. It kind of goes with that flower. Or I could just use one of my sponge roses. Let's see, you guys. Do I want to do this or don't I? I do like the rose in there because it adds that pop of pink that I really feel like with all these other flowers that I really kind of need that pop of pink in there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this rose right in there, and we're going to add a little dollop of hot glue to make it stick right away. And we've got our adhesive on there. And I do have up there, I do have some of my little green leaves. Look at, I've got all of these. I've got one of these that I could put right there. That actually goes nicely with those. It's the same kind of flower. I do have some of my glass or acrylic leaves. I don't know if I really need them. No, I think that just adds way too much. I might go okay, like if I put it like to the side of that, but it's too green, too bright green. So we don't need that. And then maybe what I should do, and I'm not maybeing, I'm firm on this, we're going to add a little bit of glass glitter in a couple of spots too. So let's get our adhesive on our cameo, because I know for sure and for certain that I want that cameo on there. So I put a nice dollop of adhesive on that. And then I'm going to put a nice dollop of hot glue at the top. And I'm going to pop that right in there. Just like that. And then this piece, same thing, we're going to, it's actually still got a little hanger type thing on there. I wish, let's see, I'm trying to see if maybe I could loop that on this little piece of lace that I've got on here. And then I can kind of glue it to it and let it just hang this. Same thing, a little bit of adhesive and a little bit of hot glue next to that. Don't put the hot glue on top of the adhesive because then it won't work. That's gonna sit right there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And these bits and pieces we are not using. So we're going to put them back into the pool here. And that goes back with the other flowers. And we still have, what did I do with her? We still have our little butterfly, and I'm going to use her. I just need to decide where I want her to go. She would be pretty right down here in this little corner or right here, but there's so much going on that side. I think this is a good spot. Maybe we really want to see her, so we're just going to put her all by herself on the white. And that's all we had to do. Whoops. One little piece is not wanting to stick down, so we're going to try and come from this direction. There we go. Everything's stuck. And now for our piece de resistance, we are going to add, we're not gonna go with the bumblebee, because I feel like, well, you know what? It actually looks kind of cute there. Oh my gosh. The bumblebee is very pretty. Not down there. It actually looks really pretty just kind of in the middle of those flowers, doesn't it? We'll leave it out. We'll just leave the butterfly on there. So now what we're going to do is I've got a little bit of resin right here. I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to brush on a little bit of resin in a few little spots, and this brush is not soft. We're going to go with another brush. We're just going to kind of come out from a few spots, maybe a little bit on the flowers. Not everywhere. We're not going to go too crazy with it. I just kind of want it coming off from a few areas. I do love my glass glitter. I think it just adds a little something that creates that sparkle that I love. And if you ever need something to sort of help cover up an imperfection that you've done or you've had happen on a project, glass glitter is your friend, you guys, because you can take a bit of glass glitter and sprinkle it over an area that maybe you got a little bit of glue on, or you got I don't know, just something that just isn't perfect. You have an imperfection in the piece somewhere that just that little bit of sparkle will cover, and that glass glitter will cover quite well a lot of imperfections. So there are times when you will see glass glitter on a project of mine, and that is the reason that I've put it on there, is because, hey, I had a little spot that wasn't cooperating. And so I used glass glitter to cover it up, and it made it even more beautiful and took care of the problem that I was having. So I'm going to put a little bit right here. I just want a little bit on the edge of that. I started to put some down and realized I didn't have any resin on there. Okay, and I think that will be enough. I'm going to pop that under my lamp for just a few seconds. Just the way it is. Let's see, let me get this off of here. Those aside. And I'm gonna put my lamp up here, and I'm just gonna set this in there just the way it is. I don't even have my tray in there. I'm just gonna set it right in there and let it do its thing. Don't forget, make yourself some rhinestone pickers with hot glue and toothpicks, you guys. Make yourself about 20 or 30 of them. And if you want to, you can even throw them away with every project that you complete. So, yeah, they work amazing. And I've just got this on for 2 minutes. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, you guys, we've got that all done. We've got our glass glitter on there. Look at how pretty and shiny that is. It's all sparkly. I love it. I don't know how well you can see the glass glitter there. Isn't that beautiful? I don't have the best lighting in here. My ring light died, you guys. I killed my ring light. And I feel terrible, so I need to buy another one. Sherry gave me that ring light, and I loved it so much, and I literally killed it myself. I accidentally, I had unplugged it, and the cord landed, the USB thing landed in some resin, and I might be able to just replace the USB cord. And then I plugged it into my USB outlet, and the resin went into my outlet. It was on the cord. I could have cleaned off the cord, but it went into my outlet and ruined that. So yeah, my ring light is out of service at this point. I'm hoping I can just get a new cord and stuff and just take it from there and fix it. I think I can. You know, my husband is an electrician, so he should be able to come up with something to help me fix that problem. I'm trying to get this little piece of rhinestone chain that's on this butterfly to come up to the front where it's supposed to be. It slipped through the leaves and it's stuck there. There we go. There we go. We've got the pretty pearls coming off of that. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. I love that butterfly. Okay, so the last thing that I want to do is I want to put a lace bow somewhere at the top. You know me, you guys, I have to have a lace bow. And I think I'm going to cut this in half and make a double bow out of it, like I usually do. Because I think it's a little bit too wide if I keep it all together for this size of a project. Just trying to see how much of this do I need. Maybe just a little bit more. I love this lace because you can cut it in half and you really do get a lot out of it. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces here. And we're going to we're going to do my usual where I just want to make sure I got the right amount hanging down at the bottom. I don't want too much. And I can see I'm going to have to cut it in one spot. And there's one loop, two loops. And I think that's all we're going to do is 2 loops. We don't need 3. And let me get, oh gosh, I've got a little piece here. I'm going to cut off and I'm going to tie that around the bow, going across the front and around to the back. We'll just lay it down here and tie it on there good and tight, but make sure before you tighten it down that you are in the center of the bow, you guys. Don't tighten it too tight until you know that your space is being used appropriately. And I'm trying to make a little dimple in the front of the bow. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to just tie it in a knot. And we'll keep that extra bit of lace hanging off of there. It's good. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and try and pull that down to the bottom, down to the bottom, and fluff out our bows here. You should have 4 loops on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. For a minute there I thought I only had 3 on that side. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to cut these, I'm going to snip these to a manageable length. And let's see. I'm trying to cut off where there's like little bends in the lace that I don't really particularly want there. And there we go. We've got a beautiful, beautiful bow that they seem to want to go back together. That's okay. We can work with that after we get it on there. And then we probably want to put something in the middle of the bow. So let's see, I have just the thing, I think, if I can locate it. That would be really pretty. And just kind of put it right up there at the top, or we could actually put it sort of down here at the bottom. I don't like that. I don't know. Now I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, is that too big? No, that's perfect right there. And I don't even know if I need a topper for it. Let's see, this one's definitely too big. I don't like the topper that I chose. So I'm going to have to come up with something smaller. A flower would probably be best. And maybe what I'll do is I'll use that little foamarin flower that Deanna sent me. She sent me a whole bunch of those and I love using them. They make great filler flowers for just about anything. And they are my flower of choice when I'm trying to fill in a spot that needs a flower like this. And I want it to show, but I don't need anything big. Let's see, where did I put it? Here's one right here. And this is one with the little polka dot mesh around it. That'll be pretty in there. Okay, so let's get our dollop of hot glue on there. Pop it on the front of the bow. And oh my word. Look at that, you guys. We did it. We did it. We did it. And I don't think this is too terribly long. Considering that some of my videos can be about 2 hours long, I think we did okay on this one. So that's it, you guys. Whoops, piece of lace. That is our beautiful, beautiful perfume bottle. Is that not gorgeous? And this will be going in my Etsy shop. I think what I do need to do, now that I'm looking at it though, is I feel like I need to put a hanger on it. And I bet you guys would agree. I can't find the end of this pink. That something needs to be there for it to hang from. I just don't know. It needs to be something somewhat sturdy though, because it's not super lightweight. So if I took something like this lace, this is a strong lace, and put it back there. That would look pretty. You know what? That would be pretty with a flower at the top too. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Never mind. Scratch that. Or I could just double up a piece of this pink. Of course, I lost the end of it again. Ay, ay, ay. I just had the end right here. What did I do? Okay. So maybe if I like doubled it a little bit like that. And then have a doubled loop like that. That would be pretty, right? I think that's pretty. I'm going to cut that off. Only thing is I don't know that hot glue is going to be a good enough thing to stick it on with. Let's see. Shoot. I just cut that off. I was going to say I just cut that off and I already lost the end of it. I'm going to tie this around one end of it. Just like that. And that way it's all together. Like that. One more knot for safe measure. And we're going to cut this off here, just like that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of my felt that I have here. I'm going to cut a little piece out. And felt always seems to be a good thing to use when you're trying to hot glue something down and you want it to stay better. Felt really does help in that process. So I use it a lot. And I've just got a little felt square here. So if I tip this over, and that side feels kind of flatter, so I'm going to glue that side down like that. And then I'm going to take and put some more hot glue across the top. And put my piece of felt just like that. I've got glue strings just everywhere on my hands. Okay. And I feel like this video may be a little bit longer than I hoped it would be, but I hope it's okay with you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying it anyway. Look at this, I've got so much stuff stuck to my glue gun. Okay. And what I could do at some point is remove this and put on a hanger on the back of this. One of those metal hangers. But for now, I think this actually works out pretty well. Just to have that on the top, and you can see it hangs pretty well. And if it's just hanging in one spot and it's not being moved around a lot or played with, it should be just fine. So there we have it, you guys. We have a finished Perfume bottle. Let me add my lid back onto this before I end up spilling them and losing a whole bunch of rhinestones. Oh, there's some of that. I've been looking for that. A piece of that would have been pretty at the top, or even that would be pretty sort of in the center of all those rhinestones. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to leave it the way it is. We are done, and I want to say thank you so much to all of you for sticking around and watching this entire video, because if you're still with me, you've watched the whole project unfold, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope you'll come back and watch some more of my videos. I've got a lot of great ones coming up. I'm going to be doing the one where I'm going to alter this little box here. I can't wait. It's that that thick cardboard. It was a box that I got some lotion in, and so I'm going to be altering that, and that is going to be gorgeous. I can't wait to do that one. And I'm going to be doing my lantern. That is one of my things that I'm most excited about doing, is my lantern, because I've had it for a little while and I've been waiting until I have all the right bits and pieces to put on it. I still have a couple of things that I want to grab and that I can put on it, but I'm almost there, so I cannot wait to do that project. I'm super excited about it, and I know it's going to be just awesome. So, okay, I found one of my bumblebees, but the other one is gone. Yikes, Carol. Okay, so anyway, thanks a lot, you guys. Please, 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 if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And I guess there's something else that you guys are supposed to push to make sure that your notifications continue on all of my videos and not just a certain type of video, I guess. if you would, make sure that you hit all the right buttons and you'll get notified when I do future videos. I'm going to try and put one out at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, and they'll usually be on the weekends. And I hope you guys will enjoy them. Please stay safe, stay well, take care of yourselves first, and then take care of everybody else, as I know most of you are probably nurturers. Most of us crafters are. And remember that you're amazing and that you are enough. And, you know, just be brave, be strong, and I think 2025 is going to be a good year for all of us, you guys. I really have high hopes for this year turning out to be better than last. Actually, better than the last several years have been. And I think that we're all going to see, you know, some good stuff happening. I just have a feeling. So I hope my feeling is correct and that we're going to just really have a wonderful year this year. So love your family. Make sure you tell them all the time. And God bless each and every one of you. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and make sure you stay tuned for pictures. Bye-bye.